is going on, everybody? Welcome to Let's Be Real WNBA playoff time. But tonight, I am not alone. I am joined by my boy, Coach Dante, in the building. What's good, man?
What's good? Playoff time. Just watched a blowout. Just did a blowout a few minutes ago.
Well, that's
Connecticut
no
Sun looked
surprise.
pretty good. Connecticut Sun looked pretty good.
Especially under first-year head coach Stephanie White, which
Yep.
is crazy to believe it.
Yep, pretty much. All right. Like a question is proposed. Like if I know the Sky, I think the Sky is gonna get swept, but just say if the Sky win a game, would you be surprised if they win one game? If they win a game?
Honestly, I would not be because I think this team on look losing Jace Wade kind of put a stop in things, but I still think they're going to be one of those teams that they may not be great, but they're not be like super like the Phoenix Mercury, but they're right in the middle of the pack. They're scrappy. They're pretty much like the Detroit Lions are. They can be very competitive in basketball games.
Yeah, I got you.
But yeah. But can't believe it's already playoff time for WNBA basketball already.
Yep.
Well, yeah, we got like another 3 minutes so we get to tip off. But my expectation is I'm going to be trying to at least expect it somewhat competitive. But then again, knowing the Aces side of things and how deep they are, I'm pretty sure there's going to be it could be a blow up by the third quarter. I'm calling it right now. What you think, Dante?
I say if the Aces come out flat, this is a team that the Aces can't come out flat against.
No, you
they gotta play. They gotta play. They gotta come out for the start of the tip. They gotta come out and try to put the Sky away. If they don't put the Sky away immediately, the Sky have a chance to hang in the game.
Yeah, and especially look at the regular season too. We let teams that we should not be letting hang around. Even though yes, we took care of business against the Mercury, which all teams in the league should, because let's be real, Phoenix has been nothing but a hot dumpster fire of what. I really have no positives, but hey, what are you gonna do? But hey, at least Dante called it that at least the Indiana Fever were at least going to at least get 10 plus. I thought it was going to get 10 plus win, at least 10 wins, but they finished with 15.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good. That's progress. That's progress. 10 games. 10
absolutely.
Wins, right? They got 10. They had 10 more wins, right?
I think they finished with 15 on the year.
Yeah, so they had 5 wins the year before last.
Yep. So they improved it by at least 10.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
I mean, we saw Connecticut. Well, let's dispatch Minnesota with ease. Oh boy.
Did the Phillies win today?
Nope.
Robert said that. I said no.
Honestly, I could care less at this point.
Are they celebrated on y'all field?
Yeah, they clinched the division on our territory, but I can't complain.
Damn, they beat them by 32.
I mean, Asia Wilson, man, the regular season at. Yeah, Kalia Copper and North Philly. I mean, last time against the Aces on July 25th, put up 37, 12 of 18 from the field, 4 of 7 from 3, 9 of 11 from the free throw line. But start lineups switching for the Sky. You got Courtney Williams, Kalia Copper, Marina Mabry, Alana Smith, and Elizabeth Williams. Aces pretty much stayed the same with Chelsea Gray, Jackie Young, Kelsey Plum, Asia Wilson, and Kia Stokes at the 5. They make nice little sold-out crowd in Las Vegas. And the Aces will win the tip. They got Gray. Oh, nice little inside to Young. Picked up by Mabry. Back out to Wilson. To Jackie Young. Pulls up from the free throw line. A little bit short. And out to Copper. Oh, like Stokes picks up the rebound. Looks like after Plum gets a hand on it. Now Plum taking it up here. 9:33 to go. Hands it off to Gray. Now to Jackie Young. Young back out to Gray. Picked up by Copper. Back out to Gray. Jackie Young. Spin around jumper. Down it goes for Jackie Young. All right, first points. Aces coming in this one. 34-6 on the year compared to the Sky, who finished 18-22. Yep. Mabry off to Smith. Courtney Williams mid-range can't fall, and that's taken away by Kia Stokes. Chelsea Gray leading the charge. Gray taking on Copper. Fadeaway jumper. Down it goes. Already quick 4-0 for the defending defending champs. 8:40. They got Plum out to Gray, to Wilson in the post. Down it goes, and the foul. That's the first team foul on Chicago. And for the three-point play, a little bit short. But now we got Courtney Williams leading the charge for the Sky. Screen by Williams. Williams in the post, taking on Stokes. Out to Mabry, who off her fingertips. Recovers out to Courtney Williams. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Courtney Williams drives, hands off to Mabry with the pump fake. Mabry with the scoop and score, and that is good for two by Mabry. We got Wilson. Hands it off to Gray. Gray back out to Wilson with a pump fake, drives inside. Good for two. Asia Wilson already quick 8-2 lead. 7:45 here in the first. Courtney Williams out to Mabry. Hands off to Smith. Smith around the screen by Mabry. Out to Williams for three. Down it goes for Courtney Williams. I got Jackie Young now leading the charge. Out to Plum, now to Wilson. Wilson out to Chelsea Gray. Gray pulls up for three. That's a little bit off the mark. Pulled out by Courtney Williams. Now hands off to Copper. Copper splits a couple defenders, and that is no good. No contact underneath the basket against Chicago. And that's going to be the team's second on Brianna Mabry. And Jackie Young to Plum, who speeds her way through. Down it goes. Back up to 5. Goes the Aces. 10-5. Already here early in the first. Mabry out. And that's almost taken away by Asia Wilson. And that's be knocked out of bounds. Still sticks with Chicago. Inbound to Mabry. To Courtney Williams. Back out to Smith. Smith. That's poked away by Chelsea Gray. We got a 2-on-1. Nice. Up to no. That's a little nice block by Smith. Here comes Courtney Williams out to the other Williams in the post. Taking on Stokes. Out to Mabry for three. A little bit short. Offense rebound pulled down by Stokes. Here comes Jackie Young. Young out to Wilson underneath the basket. That is good for two. And we get a timeout by the Sky. 6:13 here in the first.
Yep. It's a good start by Asia Wilson. Good strong start by Asia Wilson and the Aces.
All right.
So when they supposed to announce the MVP, you think?
That's a good question. I would think after the season ends, because that's where how they normally would do it, or I would normally would think how they would do the awards. Because Coach of the Year, I think it's going to be Becky, but I don't think it's going to be a lot by much. I think can't think of who's winning the Liberty. Can't think of her name at the moment. She's going to drop me up a wall, but I think she's going to be very close. I think we'd be very close. I think MVP. If you ask me who can, as much as I love Asia, but for some reason I'm going to lean towards Breanna Stewart. I think Breanna Stewart, the way how she's played, I think she played a little bit better than Asia Wilson. In my honest opinion. I mean, look, had multiple 40-point games. I mean, triple double. When she wants to. I mean, what else can you ask? I mean. But final score, obviously, Astros win 6-2 over the pathetic Oakland Athletics. Then again, Dante wouldn't care. It's like it's the Athletics. We already have right now. Courtney Willis is currently the leading scorer early.
Yep.
For this,
she actually a good help for them.
I think this team could be a good team. I think they should rebound. I mean, look, James Wade. Yeah, I mean, he's really had his fingerprints all over the Sky team the last couple of years, and it's going to be interesting to see what this team's going to be looking like. I mean, you still have Alana Smith. Let's see, who's the other Williams? Because you have two Williams on Elizabeth Williams. That's who I'm thinking of.
Yep.
But yeah, and Aces of the WNBA history. First team to all time to win 30 games. Well, that's no surprise. I mean, led the team in offensive and defensive efficiency. 18th in WNBA history to do so. They have 4 players with 15 plus points per game scoring. Asia Wilson at 22.8, Kelsey Plum at 18.7. Jeez, 11 games with 100 plus points. Well, no shit. I had to freaking sit through game one of this regular season against the Storm. I don't know why I still regret doing that. 105-64. Jeez. But anyway. But now we got Courtney Williams making her way up, coming out of the timeout break, down 7. Now hands it off to Copper. Copper. And we'll draw the contact, and that's going to be the first on Las Vegas with 6 minutes even here in the first. And Copper to the line for 2. Last season averaged 21. Last 5 games averaged 21.6 points per game and missed the first free throw by Kalia Copper. And free throw attempt number 2 for Copper is good. 12-6. Sky lead. So we're under 6 minutes here in this first. Now we got Gray leading the charge. Picked up by Courtney Williams. Hands it off to Jackie Young. That'd be a kickball violation on Mianna Mabry. And side out for Plum. Hands it out to Chelsea Gray. Back out to Jackie Young. Kelsey Plum. Out to Wilson. Wilson off the glass, friendly bounce, good for two by Asia Wilson. 14-6, 5:35. About to reach the 5:35 mark. Courtney Williams out to Elizabeth Williams. Hands it out to Smith. Smith picked up by Stokes. Smith with the floater. That is good for two by Alana Smith. And obviously, we got Candace Parker looking on. Obviously, missed the rest of the year with a foot injury. We got Jackie Young out to Chelsea Gray. Gray picked up by Copper. Gray. Nice ball handling and gets the friendly roll. That is good for two. Under 5 minutes to play. It is 16-8. The Aces lead over the Sky. We got Smith around the screen. Out to Mabry. Mabry drives. Taking on Wilson. And we'll draw the contact going to the line for two. I'll be the first on Asia Wilson.
Does if the Aces were to win a ring, will Candace Parker get the ring? Will it count? Okay. Just make sure.
Honestly, that would be her third because she won with the Sparks. Then you had the Sky a couple of years back, and then you have now with Las Vegas.
All right, just making sure will she get the ring?
Friday night, you got two games coming up. But the first free throw is good. You have 7:30 between the Mystics and the Liberty. Obviously, the Mystics earlier today, before their first game against the Liberty, are going to be missing Shakira Austin again, who obviously re-aggravated her hip injury. And both free throws are good by Mabry. But now we got Jackie Young leading the charge. Now to Wilson. Deep two, a little bit off the mark. Pulled down by Kalia Copper. Now leading some with the fast break. And obviously she will draw the contact. That's going to be the third team foul on Las Vegas. At 4:20, or under 4.5 to play here in the first. So side out for Copper. And we'll get the side out to out of the hands of Mary, but it also falls in the hands of Smith. Out to Courtney Williams. Oh, wide open, up and under. That is good for two by Mana Mabry. You got Plum. Plum taking on Courtney Williams. Nice little bounce pass to Alicia Clark off the bench. Back out to Plum. Plum, kind of deep two from Plum. Down it goes. Easy money for Kelsey Plum. We're at under 4 minutes to play here in the first. That's back up to 6 for the Aces. Courtney Williams to Elizabeth Williams. Now out to Smith with Elizabeth Williams with the screen. And that's taken away by Alicia Clark. And here we go on a 3-on-1. Nice little bounce pass to Clark. Gets that to fall. That is good for two. 20-12. Under just barely over 3.5 to go here in the first. Courtney Williams picked up by Plum. Had to pull, had to little backtrack. And now we'll draw the attention also with Asia Wilson to Mabry. Off the glass. Good for two by Mabry. So 20-14 with about 3:10 here in the first. Wilson in the post, taking on Copper. First, Elizabeth Smith, Williams out to Plum, back out to Wilson. Wilson, fadeaway jumper, cannot hit. Elizabeth Williams with the rebound. Here comes Courtney Williams leading the charge. Around a screen by Mabry. Out to Mabry. Courtesy of Courtney Williams. And it'll be it looked like a traveling violation against Alana Smith. So now we got Plum. Out to Jackie Young. Young taking on Smith. Young drives and Jackie Young will draw the contact. Go to the line for 2:36. That's gonna be the third team foul on the Sky. So 2 in the first place. Jackie Young is good. Now back up to 7. This lead is now up to 7 for the Aces. And now Smith will take a seat. And it looks like we're getting. Let's see, now we're getting Birch out up on the floor. Now we got, looks like I'm sorry, that's Evan. Let's say Evans. Screen by Birch. Now by Alyssa Williams. Birch for 3. That cannot hit. Pulled down by Chelsea Gray. Gray now leading the charge for Las Vegas. Up 8. Pulls up for 2. That's a little bit too strong off the back iron. And here comes Courtney Williams on a 3 on. And good ball movement out to Birch. Now out to Williams. Courtney Williams pick it up by Chelsea Gray. Screen by Birch. Now drawing the attention of a double team around the baseline goes Courtney Williams. Out to Evans. Evans drives. The underhand finger roll cannot fall. Alicia Clark pulls down the rebound. And obviously a quick turnover by the Aces. Out to Kalia Copper. Will draw the blocking foul. And that's going to go to the line for 2 for Kalia Copper. Shout out to the 17, though. And it looks like Chelsea Gray may have taken a shot to the face. A little bit slow to get up off the. Well, it looks like she's okay. Yeah, that's Chelsea Gray for you. She's not afraid to take a shot when you really need it. But it's a good call. It's a blocking foul.
You don't gotta say you sorry. You sorry, bro.
I mean, look, you can't make it.
No, I'm talking about reading the comment section while you calling the game.
Oh yeah.
You gotta say sorry, bro. Shit, I don't expect you to be here.
First free throw missed
5 minutes
by Kalia Copper. Already 1 for 3 overall from the free throw line for Kalia Copper. And second free throw by Copper. Down it goes. 1-2 again. Overall 2 for 4 on the night for Kalia Copper. Now Chelsea Gray. Out to Clark. Clark taking on Birch. Clark, step back 3. Down it goes. Alicia Clark. 25-15. About a minute and some change. Evans for 3. Limited off the front rim. Pulled out by Asia Wilson. Now kicks it out to Plum, who lead the point. Hands it off to Wilson. Wilson out to Plum. Screen by Wilson out to Gray. Back out to Wilson. And Wilson. And we get a jump ball in with 1:03 here in the first. Obviously, a good ball move to get that 3 by Alicia Clark. Oh. All right. So agenda for me is Aces, and I love the Sky. I still respect the Sky, but the problem is the Sky. I don't think they have the talent to. Well, actually, I should say not have the talent. That'd be completely wrong on me. But they got some little question marks. Is all I'm going to say. And jump ball won by the Aces. Jackie Young tries. Will draw the contact, and we'll go to the line for 2. And they got Kyle Lowry in attendance here tonight for the Aces. Aces and Sky. And the first by Jackie Young, it is good. It's back up to 11 for the Las Vegas Aces. And Asia Wilson will take a seat. And both free throws are good. So now we got Evans now leading the charge for the Sky, down 12. About 48 seconds up on the game clock. Out to Courtney Williams. Williams around the screen. Out. And 24 cannot hit from mid-range. And a quick little steal by Evans to Courtney Williams for the mid-range. Cannot hit. Kia Stokes pulled down another board. Now good ball movement to get it out to Chelsea or Jackie Young. With about 20 seconds remaining here in the first. Young picked up by Copper, playing a little pesky defense on the perimeter. Jackie Young out to looks like Sydney Colson, who gets blocked up top. Courtney Williams for three, cannot hit. Rebound pulled down, and we're going to the second. That's the end of the first. Aces take quarter one, 27-15. So shout out to the 15 that's here, though. Make sure if you come from my channel or Dante's, make sure you hit the like over there. Make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. I mean, you ain't wrong, Sidron, because let's be real. I mean, I like what the Sky have, but like I said, they just got some question marks they need to address going into the off season. But so far, I mean, you have Alana Smith right now, the current leading scorer with 8 points, 1 rebound. Yeah, I mean, right now it's through one quarter to play. Pretty much, Elizabeth Williams can run get not much going in 9 minutes. Clea Copper, not really much going on for her. Minus being 2 for 4 from the free throw line, and that's pretty much about it. But overall, as a team early on, the Sky is shooting 5 for 15 from the field, and 1 to 5 from 3, and 4 to 6 from the free throw line. And the Aces, not so much. A little slight improvement. 11 to 17 from the field, 1 to 2 from 3. And obviously that 3 came from Alicia Clark when we really need it. Obviously the best scorer right now, the best scorer off the bench we got. Along with, and then we also have Elena. Oh, that's right. I forgot we brought Elena. I forgot even where Elena Coach was even on. That's right. We did put Elena Coach on the roster. I completely forgot about that. So that's going to be something new to keep an eye out. But yeah, I mean, Sidron, pretty much the Connecticut Sun pretty much just, they pretty much just took care of business against a Minnesota Lynx team who, but yeah. All right, 20. And that's some truth. But hey, make it now. Yeah, man. Oh boy. All right, we're back with Amira Vantasever, the interim general manager / head coach for the Chicago Sky, taking place for James Wade, who took an NBA job for the Toronto Raptors. I mean, that's respect to that. They're all right. Looks like we got Evans leading the charge. Right out of the commercial break, like out to Birch. Birch now out to Evans. Evans picked up by Gray. Evans pulls up from three, in and out it goes, off the hands, and we're staying with Chicago with 9:40 here in the second. It's a headbar for three, cannot hit. Rebound pulled down by Asia. Now it's Kia Stokes out to Gray. Gray picked up, so we're going to get some substitutions here for the Aces. Like Kirsten Bell might be coming off the bench. Gray from deep two. Down it goes for Chelsea Gray. 29-15 here in the second. Evans picked up by Stokes. Out to Birch. Fadeaway jumper cannot fall. Rebound pulled down by Stokes. Now here comes Sydney Colson. Oh, and she gets tripped. And it looks like we're going to have a jump ball at 8:48. Oh, boy. So, okay, we got a jump ball. Let's.
What's good, Cameron?
And Aces will win the tip-off. Or if they say the jump ball into the hands of Plum. Plum to the basket. Fade away. Nice little step back. Two. Good for two. 31-15. And Kalia Copper hits a three. So that's 31-18. Double team. Out to Gray. Out to Stokes. Stokes almost turns over. Hands out to Colson. Back out to Gray or Chelsea Gray. Gray drawing the attention of Hirsch. Out to Colson for three. A little bit short. Copper pulls down the rebound. And here comes Copper in the sky. Copper drives and will draw the contact. And it will be 8 minutes even here in the second. And Clay Copper overall 2 for 4 tonight from the free throw line. And the first, that's good. 31-19.
Can Sydney Colson shoot? Can she shoot?
Yeah, she can get some buckets right off the bench.
Okay. All right.
And the second free throw is good. So 31-20. Plum out to Gray. Gray, and that's a quick, almost a turnover, but however, that's going to be a foul going against the Sky. Right in the paint. All right. You got Gray. 750, under 750. Gray from deep mid range, a little bit off the back iron, pulled down by Evans. Evans leading the charge out to Hirsch. Hirsch driving to the basket and gets blocked up top by Asia Wilson. And Asia Wilson, nice defensive end. Oh, a nice putback. And that is good for 2 by Asia Wilson. So 7-19. And that's going to go to the line for 2. And Kia Stokes try to join the party. That's 7:06 here in the second. In the first play, Stokes, that is good, 34-20.
What up, Troy?
What up, Troy? And the second by Stokes, gets the friendly roll. Now we got Courtney Williams with we're about to reach the 7-minute mark. Out to back to Liz Williams, now to Mabry, back out to Courtney Williams. Courtney Williams will have the backpedal a little bit, picked up by Plum, goes around a screen by Elizabeth Williams, and that is taken away by Chelsea Gray on a fast break, and that's going to be good for 2. And we get a timeout by the Sky.
Well, it ain't looking too good right now for the Sky. It ain't looking too good.
That is absolutely true. And we'll cut to commercial. Hey, it's going to be hopefully it won't be one of those games. But then again, when playing against the Sky, you're always... All right.
Yep.
Let's take a look. I mean, really, right now, Ace is still right now doing their thing right now at the moment. Let's really just scoring points and just right now just keep the foot on the gas. We've seen at times where the Aces there in the regular season, some of the games I've done or watched where they just have a tendency to kind of slip up a little bit. But now this is the time of year you do not want to slip up, basically.
Yep. You don't want to say nobody likely.
Especially, look, it's like team like the Sky. And look, as good as they're an okay team, but they're a team that's the kind of team you do not want to keep. Well, let's be real. You got to at least keep the pressure on and not really let them right back into it. But it is what it is. It's a 17-point lead already with 6:42 here in this first half alone.
Yeah, you got to put your foot down. You got to put your foot on the gas pedal.
Absolutely. I could not agree more, Dante. And obviously, you got the Wings and the Atlanta Dream. That's who can't think of right now. Um, now showing a little bit of, kind of a little bit of a documentary. Candace Parker, Unapologetic, coming to soon to ESPN. So we're going to have a quick documentary on Candace Parker. I mean, the Aces with Candace Parker 16-2 without 18-4, but we were back out of commercial break. We got Courtney Williams out to Mabry. Mabry, that gets poked away, and that is another turnover by the Sky, courtesy of Kirsten Bell, picking the pocket. And Chelsea Gregg, good for two from mid-range, already 39-20. Copper, a little bit short. Kia Stokes with the rebound. Oh, you got Gray taking on Mabry. So we're going to get Jackie Young back on the floor. Out to Plum. Plum taking on Courtney Williams in the paint. Kicks it out. Looks like Stokes for three. A little bit short. Rebound pulled down by Chicago. Courtney Williams pulls up from the free throw line. Oh. And of course, ESPN has a freeze on me. What the? Apparently, that's good for two. Jeez. And no good by the Aces again on that possession, on that trip. Neither goes the Sky. Already with Kirsten Bell. It's already 41-22. So now we got Mabry leading the point. Now here comes try to get out to Elizabeth Williams, back out to Mabry. Mabry from mid-range. Down it goes from Deanna Mabry. And obviously 41-24 here in the second. Alrighty. Alright, but it looks like Evans is back on the floor. Oh my lord, if all right, great, and it looks like that's gonna be so a quick foul against Chicago, and that's Copper's third personal, and she's got to sit with 9 points, obviously with three. And now it inbound to Wilson, to Plum for three. Down it goes, Kelsey Plum. Already a 20-point lead for the Aces. Courtney Williams out to Mabry. Mabry around a screen by Elizabeth Williams, out to Courtney Williams. Courtney Williams picked it up by Young, out to Smith, out to... That can't fall. And that's put back good for two. And by Courtney Williams, Jackie Young for three. Down it goes. And you get a foul on the three. We're going to have a 4-point play by Jackie Young. Well, then.
This league get to 27 or 30 in the third quarter or stays at that moment, yeah, I'm going to have an early night off.
I don't blame you. Yeah, so it looks like we might be getting a review for an illegal closeout. Mm. But already 47-26, 3:35, and now. Oh my lord. So it looks like Jackie Young's going to shoot 2. They're not going to call it, so it's not scored as a reckless closeout.
What's good?
What up? And the first free throw is good. And obviously the end one for the 4-point play.
$10. Wilson got 10.
Yep. And Plum. Cross court to Clark. Out to Wilson. Back out to Plum. And that's going to be thrown out of bounds. We're going the other way to Chicago. And I got Courtney Williams leading the point. Hands off to Mabry. Back out to Elizabeth Williams. Now Mabry. To Courtney Williams. Back out to Mabry. Mabry taking on Wilson. And Mabry's going to go draw the contact, and that's with the second on Las Vegas here in this quarter. Which is slightly over 3 minutes to play.
I don't think it's gonna be that high over 171.
I don't think so either. Out to Courtney Williams, picked up by Plum. Had to back it right out. Out to Mabry for 3. Down it goes.
You said you need 13.5 from Asia.
Jackie Young for 3. Cannot hit. Elizabeth Williams pulls down the rebound. Here comes Courtney Williams. Picked up by Plum. Out to Smith. To Mabry. Mabry drawing a double team. Out to Smith. Cannot hit from the wing. Rebound pulled by Asia Wilson. Here comes Chelsea Gray coming up here with the aces. Alicia Clark for 3. Down it goes. Alicia Clark for 3. And Elizabeth Williams taking on Wilson. Good ball move to Mabry for 3. Cannot hit. Rebound to Asia Wilson. Here comes Chelsea Gray leading the charge. Under 2 minutes. Alicia Clark could not hit that 3. Pulled down by Courtney Williams. Mabry to Evans. Evans for 3. Down it goes for Evans. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Robin Parks, and we get a timeout by Las Vegas. 51-32. Robin Parks hits the 3.
You made sure to bet it the whole game, basically the whole game. You went for
that's true.
The first half. That's kind of like, I know Asia Wilson capable of getting it in the first half, but if I'm gonna do that betting, I'm gonna do it for the whole game.
Might as well at that point.
Do the whole game part. That second half, that first second half, stuff like that. That's kind of tricky.
It really is.
She 3 away though. She 3 away, but you need an over. Basically, over. You need an over 13. Basically.
That I agree with Dante on. Hmm. So yes, easy money when you get. When should get? Well, she can give you.
She can give you an easy 22 points though. She can give you an easy 22 points throughout the game. If you'd have did the whole game on her, you would have hit because she already got 10.
Yeah,
It ain't hard for her to get 12 in the second half. Ball. She may end up getting it because you got 131 left. 131 left. So
there's
2 buckets is really nothing.
I mean, you still got some time.
He said over the least that game was terrible. Yeah, that
Yeah,
game it was crazy. It was crazy.
just got to. I mean, right now they're playing one of the best teams in the Eastern Conference, and the Connecticut Sun. I mean, Tawana Bonner still a scoring machine. You got Alyssa Thomas who can give you triple doubles like it's nothing. I think what does she have? What, like 6 or 7? I don't know exactly what how many she had, but still. I mean, obviously for the NFL, we also have 2 Monday night primetime games: the Saints and Panthers, and the Browns and Steelers. Oh, jeez, not some good options on prime time for some week 2 action of the NFL season. That's for sure. But really not much. Nope. Do, 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 do. Alrighty. But yeah, so other games coming up in terms of the WNBA postseason, you got the Mystics and Liberty Friday at 7:30. And then you got the Dallas Wings hosting the Atlanta Dream for game 1 on Friday as well. Now I see which Candace Parker kind of talking over, showing during commercial that talking over with.
You talking about one of the best defensive teams in the WNBA in Connecticut, though.
That's true.
We're one of the top defensive teams in the WNBA.
And they got Wilson. Now hands off to Plum. Back out to Gray. Now a little getting physical down to the paint between Elizabeth Williams and Asia Wilson. Oh, good save by Alicia Clark with the floater. Cannot fall. A rebound pulled down by Courtney Williams. And here comes Williams, who hands it off to Copper. Copper pulls off for 3. Cannot hit. Now listen, Alana Smith with the rebound. That's taken away by Jackie Young. Young will have to give it out to Gray. Gray taking on Copper. Cannot fall. Smith with the board. Here comes Kalia Copper driving to the basket. That is good for 2 by Kalia Copper.
Ooh.
Kalia Copper already 3 of 6 from the field for 11 points. Now to Plum, who thought shooting 3, but just kind of pump fakes, taking on Mabry underneath the basket. That is good for 2. And now we're going the other way. 53-34, under 20 seconds. And Mabry, shot clock on Pug, out to Smith in the post, drawing a double team. And that's going to be another foul on Las Vegas. At 10.1 remaining on the clock. Out to Copper. Picked up by Jackie Young. Screen around Elizabeth Williams. Copper from mid-range. Down it goes. And that little heat, but it's no good. But we're now at the half here, ladies and gentlemen. But with that being said, shout out to everyone that's been in the chat. Obviously, Kelsey Williams got 13, Chelsea Gray with 10, Wilson with 10, and also Jackie Young with 10 as well for right now going to the half. That being said, guys, you know how it is. We'll be right back with the second half. No, all right, we're about to start the third quarter. While my boy Coach Dante will make his. Speaking of which, and Dante will finally make his return to start the third quarter with the Aces up 53-36. Alrighty.
If this game gets about 25 points, yeah, I'm gonna call it a night.
Yeah, Dante will call it a night.
Yeah, if it gets to 25. But that way I know they ain't getting back. They ain't coming back and winning this game.
Yeah.
Against the Aces, they not. They're not doing it.
And alrighty, we already have the Courtney Williams will hand it off to Mabry to start the third quarter to Elizabeth Williams. And Smith quickly turns it over to the Aces. Here's Jackie Young trying to thread the needle, and off the hands of Aisha Wilson. We're going back the other way to the Chicago Sky. All right, with Courtney Williams leading the charge. Picked up by Gray, hands it off to Mabry. Mabry picked up by Young, hands it off to Courtney Williams, taking on Kia Stokes on the baseline. Out to Smith, who drives and gets blocked up top by Kia Stokes. And we got Chelsea Gray. Out to Stokes to Jackie Young. Jackie Young almost turns it over. Back out to Gray. Gray out to Stokes. To Wilson. Wilson will go to the line for two and will draw the contact. So 2 free throws coming for A'ja Wilson. That'll be Mabry's second personal. Overall 10 points, 5 of 8 from the field, 6 rebounds for A'ja Wilson. And the first free throw is good by A'ja Wilson. And second free throw by Wilson hits them both. And I got Courtney Williams leading the point. And hands it off to, and Williams pulls up for 3, cannot hit. Jackie Young chases down the rebound and now takes it herself. It will take on Alana Smith, cannot hit that little up and under. Kalia Copper pulls up and gets blocked from behind by A'ja Wilson. That's the second block. I appreciate that, Sergeant. For sure, Sergeant. Like I said, we're welcome to anybody that comes in. But A'ja Wilson, 12 points, 6 rebounds, 4 blocks. Now we got Plum picked up by Courtney Williams. Hands out to Chelsea Gray. Back out to Plum. To Wilson. Wilson back out to Plum. Picked up by Copper. Plum on the baseline. Out to Jackie Young. Jackie Young with a short jumper. Can't finish. Kalia Copper pulls down the rebound. And here comes Copper leading the charge for the Sky. And cannot get that layup to fall. Another rebound pulled down by Kia Stokes. And Plum leading the point. And Plum, some fancy ball handling, cannot finish off the glass. Pulled down by Courtney Williams. Williams taking herself from Nice little dump ball. Good for 2. And we get a quick timeout by the Aces. So a little good dump off by Kalia Copper. Alrighty. And we'll have a 30-second timeout. Shout out to everyone that's been in the chat, though, as well. Well, not too bad, I would say, but can't have a team like Chicago kind of hang around. No, yes, you're up 55-38, but a lot of times it's like, oh, I've seen teams where it's like you're up by a certain amount, you take your foot off the gas, and 9 times out of 10 it comes to bite you back in the other game that I'm doing it Friday night between the Aces, or not the Aces, but the Mystics and the Liberty. I don't know how I almost forgot if I got those two teams. But yeah, so Friday night, 7:30, I will be back at it again for the Mystics and Liberty game 1. We got Plum out to Jackie Young, has to pull up right back out, picked up by Elizabeth Williams. Plum taking on Mabry. Plum on the baseline, step back 2, cannot hit. Mabry pulls on the rebound. And here comes Mabry leading the charge. Picked up by Stokes. Mabry for 3. Cannot hit. Kelsey Plum pulls on her another rebound. And now we got Chelsea Gray. Pulls up from deep 3. Cannot hit. And be off the foot. We're staying with Las Vegas. It stays with Las Vegas with 6:54 here in the third. 6:54. Plum cannot go. And we get another jump ball at 6:41. You kind of just can't seem to buy a bucket here in this third quarter. And obviously, size advantage goes to Kia Stokes, who wins the jump ball. Plum picked up by Mabry. Plum to the basket. And a block, but somehow got away with a hard foul on Chicago. Courtney Williams for 2. Gets the friendly bounce. That is good for 2. All right, and 7 points for Courtney Williams. Got Chelsea Gray screened by Stokes. Hands it off to Stokes to Wilson, and Wilson looks like she'll be inside. That's going to be the second team foul on Chicago. Also, that's going to go against Asia Wilson, and Kia Stokes would take a seat with Alicia Clark now coming onto the floor for Las Vegas. They got Jackie Young to Wilson in the paint. Turnaround jumper. Cannot get that to fall. Rebound to Courtney Williams. And Williams now leading the sky. Down 15 here in the third. And hands off to Copper. Picked up by Young. Copper with the screen. Or goes around the screen. Pulls up for 2. Completely misses everything. And rebound pulled down by Chelsea Gray. We got Plum. Pulls up for 3. Down it goes for Kelsey Plum. Easy money for Kelsey Plum. Plum already 16 points, 2 of 4 from 3 here tonight. They got Copper. Copper out to Smith and Mabry. Mabry to the basket. Out to Alana Smith cannot hit that three. Offensive rebound back to Chicago. Here comes Courtney Williams. Pulls up from two. It cannot hit. And that's falling into the hands of Chelsea Gray. We're gonna have a 3-on-2 fast break. Jackie Young for three. That is easy money. And we got a timeout by the Sky. Now 61-40 in favor of the Aces. Come out still slinging hot from three. And obviously that cuts.
Don't look good for the Chicago Sky.
No, it does not. It does not. But hey, this is what the Sky have to deal with coming into the postseason. Ugh. Well, yeah, Saijin's asking, Coach, when you do the next boxing match?
She'll be on the 30th. Charlo versus Canelo Alvarez.
Oof. That's going to be a good one. But shout out to the 26th, though, man. Shout out to every single one that's been in the chat. Hanging out with me and Coach Dante, obviously. 61-40 for those who are just coming in. Yeah, and like I said, Friday night, we'll be back at it again with the New York Liberty and the Washington Mystics. Like I mentioned before earlier, the Mystics obviously not going to have Shakira Austin on Friday night because she re-aggravated her hip. And obviously she has a bit of an injury, obviously a bit of an injury history, but has at times had some problems with her hip. So that's going to be interesting, something to watch out for if you're a Mystics fan. But then you also got Breanna Stewart and let's be real, the rest of that roster of the New York Liberty, who, quite honestly, we got owned to the regular season series. I will definitely will admit, yeah, that we completely stunk when we played the New York Liberty. For me, I'll try my best when I'm the days that I'm not working, try to do a UFC stream because obviously I'm the kind of person that's kind of hard to get to. Hard to get into the UFC, in my honest opinion. But yeah, so it's going to be that'll be something new for a change. But yeah, Sajin, if you haven't got a chance to, make sure you hit that subscribe button over here on the Sports and Wrestling Connection as well. Like I said, we try to go live almost every single day. I mean, look, Friday at 6, we've got the All-Star Sports Show again, episode 2, because we got a lot of stuff to talk about with me and Tyler. I was planning to me and Tyler did just playing SmackDown, but then again, with the WNBA playoffs coming on, so I said, you know what, stick with that because I think that's been working for us for a while, and mostly for this entire year. And yes, I wish I could have do more, but you know how, because my work schedule was always kept me away. Obviously, I'm gonna try to do a lot of hockey this year for the NHL. Mostly for the Flyers because that's the only roster I know on the back of my hand. So, like I said, to any hockey fans, I'm going to be butchering names like crazy. So I apologize in advance for that. But yeah, there's gonna be a lot of stuff to bring up. Obviously, with spring football comes back, you're gonna see a lot more XFL, mostly XFL, because right now the USFL it kind of stinks. But yeah, so that's the way I'll explain that. But hey, we're back out of the commercial break with Mabry. Hands it off to Copper. Back out to Courtney Williams. I'm a Flyers fan. Not a diehard, but I'm a casual. And Robert Parks cannot hit the three. Out to Young. Jackie Young with a pump fake. Out to Plum. That's Jackie Young posting up. Out to Wilson, who pulls up, cannot hit. And rebound pulled down by Parks. And Jackie Young takes it away again for the Aces. Gets out to Gray, who drives to the basket, off the glass, and that's going to be 2 free throws coming for the Aces. 3:56. That's going to be the second team foul on the Sky. And that's their second team foul, 4th personal on Kalia Copper. But the first free throw by Gray is good. 62-40. Aces lead here in the third. And both free throws are good. And now we got Evans now leading the charge. Now we got Parks. Or sorry, that's Copper pulls up. Cannot hit. Offensive rebound to Parks. Out to Evans. Some good ball movement by the Sky. Evans drives, gets blocked up top by Chelsea Gray. Picked up by Clark. Alicia Clark out to Jackie Young for three. Down it goes.
Peace out. Peace out. Peace out.
There goes Dante.
Peace out. Peace out, y'all.
I appreciate that, Dante.
Yeah, you good. Make sure y'all comment, like, and subscribe on my boy Robert's stream.
I appreciate
it. Coach Dante ain't finna sit through another ass whooping. I already sat through it in the playoff game. So make sure y'all comment, like, and subscribe to my boy Robert. Shout out to y'all. Peace out, y'all. Thank you.
No problem. And we get another foul. Looks like that's going against Las Vegas at 3:18. So side out for Chicago. Let's say out to Elizabeth Williams. That's back up to Williams in the post. Turn around, jump, baby hook. Down it goes for Elizabeth Williams. Under 3 minutes, but that shot can't fall. And it looks like we're going back the other way. 2:47. Now we got Jackie Young. Out to Kirsten Bell. Back to Young. Young pulls up for three. Gets blocked. Offensive rebound to Alicia Clark. Obviously, an official. And pretty much saying Clark stepped on the out of bounds, so it's going right back to Chicago. Now we got ball movement out to Williams, back out to Copper. Copper out to Evans. Evans driving to the basket, pulls up with the floater, cannot finish, and rebound pulled down. Going back to Las Vegas with 2:19. So 66-42. And here comes Jackie Young leading the point 4. And Clark out to Young to Wilson. Wilson cannot hit from mid-range. Rebound pulled down by Evans. Here comes Mabry. Out to Williams. Back out to Mabry for three. Cannot hit. And rebound goes to the hands of Evans. And now we got Mabry. Under about a minute 40 to go here in the third. The 24-point lead. And here comes Evans with the floater. Down it goes for Evans. Back up to 22. Cuts into 22. Now you got Plum. Out to Clark. Hands it back out to Plum. To Clark. Clark, good for two underneath the basket goes Alicia Clark. Clark now up to increase it to 68-44. About a minute. Copper. And we get a foul on the play. And that's going to be the third on the Aces. That stops the clock at 59.3. But the other games coming up, you got the Mystics and Liberty and the Dream and the Dallas Wings going at it at 9:30. 7:30 will be the Liberty and the Mystics. And I got you guys covered on that Friday night as well. That three is good. Already 47-68. Oh, sorry, it's a deep two. Is actually you're going to rule it. Now to Clark. Cross court to Bell. To Plum for three. Friendly bounce can't go. Rebound pulled down by Williams. Here comes Mabry. And Mabry right now kind of just slowing things down with about 19 seconds or 17 seconds here in the third. Mabry for mid-range cannot hit. Rebound to Kirsten Bell. Here comes Chelsea Gray with down to 5 seconds. And fadeaway jumper. That'll be a third team foul in the sky. Already, the Aces ran out up 69-46. Now we're about to, after a minute and about a second, some change. And both free throws are good at 70-46. And that's going to conclude the third. We're down to the final 10 minutes here tonight for game one between the Aces and the Chicago Sky here in the WNBA postseason. But I appreciate everyone coming in. If you guys knew, like I said, we're going to try to do this occasionally because obviously for me working a full-time job, it's going to be a bit of a pain. But what are you going to do? But like I said, I shout to every single one of y'all coming in and just kind of just hanging out. Yeah, and shout out to everyone and shout out to Dante as well. Before he had to call it a mercy rule on that. But, All right. Like I said, I haven't really done, called a mercy rule in terms, let's put out the WNBA postseason. So, like I said, and I'll say this too, like I said, I'll stick through this through and through, no matter if it's a 36-point lead. Like I said, I'll rather just do the full 40 minutes basically of WNBA postseason. Like I said, no matter how bad it really, if it gets to the point where, if you guys go back to when I did the Aces opening week against the Seattle Storm, even though I should have called a mercy rule there after, they obliterated the Seattle Storm 105-64 in the regular season. And I even talked about that earlier, even throughout not saying throughout the season, but I've touched upon it. Um, okay, that's interesting. All right, now we are back from commercial. We're down to the final 10 minutes here. Alrighty, we have the Aces already start with the ball to start the fourth with Chelsea Gray posting up on Kalia Copper. Out to Clark to Wilson. Wilson taking on like number 17 with a fadeaway jumper. Down it goes for Asia Wilson. So 72-46. Aces still hold a huge lead over the Sky. Out was at the 24. And Coppers, and that's staying with Chicago at 9:21 here in the game. Now we got Usley Evans taking on Plummy. Tough shot, down it goes for Evans. So 72-48. And that's going to be sorry about that, guys. Internet was being a pain in the rear end, basically. Well, it looks like we get a foul at 7:54. So, like I said, my apologies with the technical problems, even though I hate that. So, we're back. Looks like pretty much this looks like most of the starters for Las Vegas is going to be sitting, and for good reason. And a side out to Jackie Young, look out to Stokes, back out to Chelsea Gray. Gray posting up, fadeaway jumper, can't get the full. And then we'll go to the line for two. Looks like she drew the contact against Chicago. Looks like Parks might have been the committed that foul. So Chelsea Gray, 14 points, 5-11 from the field here tonight. So it looks like we get a coach's challenge from Chicago. So the play is under review. So we'll have to see how they're going to call this. And obviously, we'll take a quick commercial break. Oh, okay. So it's actually 50. Boom, boom. There we go. But 7250. A shout out to the. Let's just shout out to everyone though that's been in the chat. A shout out to Dante hopping on for most of it before he had to call a mercy rule. Quite honestly, I don't blame him. I mean, you really can't blame him. If you have a team like Chicago, who obviously finished 4 games under 500, and yeah, that's pretty much about it. But other stuff we got coming up as well. Obviously Tuesday. For those who are wrestling fans, me and Tar will be back at again. I'll be back at again with NXT at 8:00, and also with the retro watch party with Tyler for September 10th episode. A SmackDown from 1999. Monday will be another episode of the It's Running podcast at 6. And obviously, this coming Friday, it will be episode 2 of the All Star Sports Show. Whether we'll talk about the WNBA, and the NBA, NFL, MLB, even some college football or college basketball, like any news and rumors and stuff like that, or any like sports talking, within those sports, we got you covered on that. So it's gonna be a lot of fun going forward. And also shout out to the rest of the crew at the Sports Wave Network, as well as we're working with them, or actually are partnered with them as members as well. So make sure you guys give a subscription over to the Sports Wave Network if you can. If those who are just watching on the channel, if you guys are new, make sure you hit that like button. And definitely share this out. Try to share this out to a lot of people. And obviously, Saturday we got some college football action as well. So an unsuccessful coaches challenge by Chicago. But the first free throw is good, 70-53. And both free throws are good. And now it looks like Evans or Parker might be taking it up. Or Parks. Some good ball movement out to Courtney Williams on the wing to Kalia Copper. Picked up by Stokes. And almost another turnover by the Sky. Kalia Copper taking on Stokes. Spits a couple defenders off the glass. Can't finish. Rebound falls into the hands of Jackie Young. 7:20. Here comes Gray. And Gray pulls up from the free throw line. That is good for 2. It's 70-56. Out to 3 rattles in and out. Stokes with the board. Here comes Chelsea Gray. Gray out to Stokes. And almost taken away, but Kirsten Bell recovers. Back out to Chelsea Gray. Picked up by Courtney Williams. With Stokes trying to set a screen. Deep 2. Cannot get that to fall. Clear Copper pull. It comes clear with the rebound. Under 6.5 to play here in the 4th. And Bell comes up with the turnover, and here comes a coast to coast. Good for 2 by Chelsea Gray. Bumps it up to 78-50. It was 6:09 here in the 4th. It's a good ball movement out to Parks. Copper for three, cannot hit. Rebound to Alicia Clark. Here comes Jackie Young. Under 6 minutes to play. Clark to Gray. Gray. Oh, nice pass out to Jackie Young. That is good for two. Then we get a timeout by the Sky at 5:44. It is 80. Oh. And a nice little lane opening for Jackie Young to get that, to put it up and in via the assist by Chelsea Gray. And that's Chelsea Gray. That's the best part of her game. 20 points, 4 rebounds, 7 assists here tonight in game one of the first round of the WNBA playoffs of 2023. We got 5:44. So we're seeing it under 162. And almost another turnover by the Sky. Falls to the hands of Parks. Out to Mabry. Mabry picked up by Chelsea Gray. Comes around the screen. Nice little block by Kia Stokes on Mabry. Nice little double team. And shot clock violation against the Sky. We're going the other way. So that turnover, even not coming up with another turnover, but still got a turnover nonetheless. Yep. We got Young to Bell, back to Jackie Young. Young to the basket. Off the glass, can't finish. And off the hands of Smith, and that's staying with Las Vegas. So got an inbound from Chelsea Gray. And inbounds it out to Jackie Young. Back out to Chelsea Gray. Up and under, cannot go. I think game two should. Well, I'm not going to get too ahead of myself. Some good ball movement by the Sky. Williams for three. Cannot hit. And offensive board put back by Williams. That is good for two. So 80-52. I think it's possible it could be over Sunday. So we'll have to wait and see how this entire series plays out. Now to Jackie Young. To Clark. Clark to the basket. And tough shot, down it goes, and we're going to get an and one for Alicia Clark. With 4:20 to go here in the fourth. So Alicia Clark continues to shine right off as the sixth woman off the bench for the Las Vegas Aces. It's obviously not the easiest shot. And the three-point play is complete. And now we got Smith, picked up by Clark, hands off to Mabry. Mabry, out to Copper, to Smith in the post. Now to Elizabeth Williams, who gets blocked by Kirsten Bell. Trying to put up with a baby hook, cannot go. Rebound goes to Las Vegas. So now slowly taking it up is Sydney Colson. Now good ball. Colson gets the quick handoff out to Clark on the corner. Back out to Colson. Colson with a pump fake out to Jackie Young. Jackie Young pulls up for three. Cannot hit. And Smith comes up with the rebound. Hands off to Courtney Williams. Now here comes Parks for three. Down it goes. Or sorry, that's Dana Evans connects with the three, under 3.5 here in the fourth. Quite honestly, that's pretty much just been all aces pretty much for all 4 quarters basically. But gotta love to see it though. Hmm. Hmm. Should I go? We have Colson out to Plum, back out to Sydney Colson. So yeah, Caleb George now come onto the floor. George, nice. Oh, and it gets blocked. And good putback by Kirsten Bell. 85-55. We're about to reach the 3-minute mark here. They got Evans, screened by Elizabeth Williams. Yeah, well, that shot can't fall. Rebound to Jackie Young. Or so that's Elena Coates who's come onto the floor. Yeah, Plum out to George. George back out to Plum. Plum taking on Evans. Out to Coates. Back out to George. Short shot. Cannot hit. Rebound to Smith. And now here comes Courtney Williams leading the charge. And Courtney Williams try to find an open lane. Don't think she can. She draws a double team. That's another turnover by the Aces. Aces force another turnover by the Sky. And Colson out to... And that goes for 2. See, don't really bet on the WNBA games. I think I gotta start doing that. Out to Elizabeth Williams, and that's not good. Elena Coates pulls up with the rebound, and here comes Kelsey Plum. Plum for 3, cannot fall, and she's obviously looking for a foul, and that's going to be out of bounds, staying with Chicago. With that 1:27 remaining here in the fourth. So somebody will take a quick timeout. Hmm. I'll say it though. But been fun tonight. Oh. And good shit. Good shit on the parlay are getting hit. Hmm. Do, 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 do. Good shit. Good shit. And where's commercial breaks? But hey, at least we got under a minute and a half to go. Aces, well, they're just pretty much in cruise control. Rhinos just keep the cruise control while also having the foot on the gas, basically. And obviously, yeah, Valentine. So we got a UFC fight coming up Saturday at 10. The World Flyweight Championship will be on the line, and obviously showing the sounds of the game from with Becky Hammond.
Welcome back to ESPN's coverage of the 2023 WNBA playoffs presented by Google. Connecticut wrapped up a win earlier tonight against Minnesota. Las Vegas is just under a minute and a half from doing so. The winner of this one will face off.
All right, we're at, it looks like Evans. So that's Elizabeth Williams and cannot get that to fall. Colson pulls down the board. Kirsten Bell pulls off for 3, a little bit short on the shot. That's another rebound for the Chicago Sky. We're about a minute 10 remaining here in the fourth. It's like, now that's good on that floater. Now you got Plum. Out to George. George hands off to Colson. Back out to George, and 2 turns it over. It's going to be right now under 30 seconds. And that shot's good, but that's really not going to really do much for the Sky. Yeah. We're at about 20 seconds. And the Aces will take game 1 of this best-of-5 series against the Chicago Sky, who, for all intents and purposes, and my honest opinion, not the greatest team that the Aces have faced. But I mean, you really can't. I really can't complain since obviously the Sparks kind of bottomed out. But and Aces take game 1 of this series of this best-of-5 by the final score 59-87, and quite honestly, and probably the most dominant fashion that the Aces have played. And honestly, I'm not really surprised that the Aces blew out the Chicago Sky. Like I said earlier, the Chicago Sky coming into this one and finishing the regular season 18-22, not really the best record. Even though that's so good for the 8th seed. Should I cut them merciful? Yeah, I should. But like I said, I usually like to stay through and through. But yeah, 87-59 is your final score between the Aces and the Chicago Sky for game 1. With game 2, I think should be tomorrow or Friday, or what's tomorrow? Wednesday, or it could be Thursday, even though unfortunately I can't really be there. I'll be unavailable. But Friday, I'll be back at again with another episode of the All-Star Sports Show for episode 2. And also with the Liberty and the and the Mystics. So like I said, it's gonna be interesting to watch. The Mystics are gonna be playing without Shakira Austin, who did re-aggravate her hip injury that she suffered, or actually she had, or she was dealing with. But all in all, I really do like a good win, nonetheless. I mean, the most dominant win that the Aces could probably put on. But then again, the most dominant one I've seen the Aces put on for most of this year was in game 1 of the regular season against the Seattle Storm, who, for a team that the Aces played last year in the playoffs, had all the right pieces to be a championship type of team, and all of a sudden just takes a whole complete 180 this year and completely literally bottomed out. And obviously Aces, beat and pretty much just took the season series away from the but hey, I mean, look, Aces up 1-0 in this best of 5 series. Right now we're gonna have to watch. We're gonna have to watch to see what the other teams are going to be doing. Oh no, another brackets as well. Like I said, with Friday, you got 2 games coming up with the Dream and the Wings at 9:30. 7:30 is the Mystics and the Liberty. But it's also going to be interesting to see what the and obviously with Connecticut already coming up with having their dominant win over the Minnesota Lynx. But all in all, it's been fun to get back into the WNBA postseason as well, which I've been really missing for the longest time. And even look at last year's postseason too. And shout out to every single one of you who actually stopped by during the last year's postseason and bits of the WNBA finals as well. And I really greatly appreciate that a lot. But with that being said, guys, if you guys do, make sure to hit that like button, also hit that subscribe button. It's been a lot of fun doing the WNBA this year. Like I said, I'm going to try to do a lot more do some NFL games. Obviously, obviously the Sunday games I really can't do because of my work schedule. But I probably may do a primetime game or two on Monday night. That really is up in the air at the moment. But like I said, I got a lot of some good stuff coming up. Me and Tyler, we're going to try to get to some UFC content in is the best we can. But hey, like I said, we'll try our best to bring some new stuff to the table. Because I know some of y'all have been really familiar with a lot of our older stuff for the last couple of years. So like I said, me and Tyler really appreciate that as well. But that being said, if you guys new, like I said, if you guys new, make sure to smash that like button. Also hit that subscribe button. Definitely share this out. And that being said, have a good night, guys.